This is question number 34 from the June 2014 Algebra 1 Regent. A rectangular garden measuring 12 meters by 16 meters is to have a walkway installed around it, with a width of x meters as shown in the diagram below. Together, the walkway and the garden have an area of 396 square meters. Write an equation that can be used to find x, the width of the walkway. That's part 1. Part 2, describe how your equation models the situation. And part 3, describe and state the width of the walkway in meters. So let's start with part 1. Write an equation that can be used to find x, the width of the walkway. And what do we know? We know that showed us in the diagram that rectangular garden has dimensions of 16 meters by 12 meters, 12 meters by 16 meters. And the walkway is going to add x meters to each side. And together, the walkway and the garden have an area of 396 square meters. So we know that the area of the garden plus the walkway is equal to 396 square meters. And do we know the length and the width? We know that area is always equal to length times width. Do we know the length and the width of the garden plus the walkway? Let's check. What is the length of the garden plus the walkway? Well, the length of the garden is 16. And the walkway, it adds x meters on one side, and it adds another x meters on the other side. So the length of the garden plus the walkway is 16 that it originally was, plus 2 x's. An x row over here and an x row over here. Do we know the width of the garden and the walkway? So the width of the garden plus the walkway is equal to, well, let's see. We have the width of the garden that the garden was originally, that's 12 meters. Plus, we're adding another x on this side, and another x on this side, so we have plus 2x. So now we have everything to fill in our equation. Area is equal to length times width. So area is 396 square meters, is equal to the length, which is 16 plus 2x, times the width, which is 12 plus 2x. So this is our equation. Next part of the question is describe how your equation models the situation. The area of the walkway and the garden is the length of the garden plus the walkway times the width of the garden plus the walkway. And determine and state the width of the walkway in meters. So now they want us to solve this equation to find the width of the walkway, which is x. So basically what they want us to do is solve the equation for x. So let's do that. Our equation is 396 is equal to 16 plus 2x times 12 plus 2x. So the first thing we want to do is FOIL the right-hand side of the equation. So 396 is equal to, first times first, 12 times 16 is 192. O, outer, is 2x times 16, which is 32x. Inner, which is 2x times 12, is 24x. And then last, 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And let's combine like terms. So 396 is equal to 192 plus 32x plus 24x is 56x plus 4x squared. And whenever we're solving a quadratic equation, we want to have everything on one side and 0 on the other side. So we're going to subtract 396 from both sides. 0 is equal to 192 minus 396 is negative 204 plus 56x plus 4x squared. And we want to have our equation in standard form. So we want the highest exponent first and we want the constant last. So 4x squared plus 56x minus 204, and the whole thing is equal to 0. To solve this, we could either use completing the square, factoring, quadratic formula. Let's use factoring. So to make our factoring easier, since 56 and negative 204 are both divisible by 4, we could just divide away the 4 from the x squared. Since we're dividing it away from the x squared, we have to divide it from all the terms, including the other side of the equation. And we're left with 4x squared divided by 4 is just x squared, plus 56x divided by 4 is 14x. Negative 204 divided by 4 is negative 51. And 0 divided by 4 is just 0. To do factoring, to solve this equation, we need to find factors of negative 51 that add up to positive 14. Factors of negative 51 are 1 and negative 51, negative 1 and positive 51, 3 and negative 17, negative 3 and positive 17. The factors that add up to positive 14 are negative 3 and positive 17. So let's factor this left-hand side of the equation. X minus 3 times x plus 17 is equal to 0. And now we want to set each of the factors equal to 0. So x minus 3 is equal to 0. And we're going to add 3 to both sides, so x is equal to 3. And we're going to set the other side also equal to 0. X plus 17 is equal to 0. Minus 17 from both sides, and x is equal to negative 17. Since width cannot be negative, we reject this answer. This is not going to be an answer. So we do know that x is equal to 3. So let's go back to what we have. So we're solving the equation for x, which we just did. So x is equal to 3. And the width of the walkway is 3 meters.